Hi. Topic of this article: Why Graduate School? Published on the www.essaedge.com website. Editing and proofreading service for applications for admissions to college and graduate school. We give $25 with the promo code Best Editing. So, let's move on to maintenance. Because people do not make career decisions based purely on reason, it can be difficult to explain why you have chosen a particular field of study. What follows are some categories into which your ideas may fall, but your focus should be on your unique, personal details. Also, keep in mind that you are not limited to any one of the following, but should develop multiple reasons as you see fit, so long as your points are focused and coherent. Let's discuss what issues to consider while writing a Why Graduate School essay. Early exposure to your field. Graduate school is a serious commitment, and it may have been your goal for a long time. Describing your early exposure to a field can offer effective insight into your core objectives. Watch out, however, for these two potential problems. Avoid offering your point in such a cliched, prepackaged way as to make your reader cringe. For example, you should not start your essay, "I have always wanted to," or "I have always known that X field was my calling." Instead, you should discuss specific events that led to your interest in the field. Do not rely solely on your initial reason and forget to justify your choice with more recent experiences. Think about what you have learned about your chosen field, and yourself, that has further stimulated your interest and reinforced your conviction that you are well suited to that course of study. This applicant traces his interest in photojournalism to his collection of baseball cards and sports pictures at a young age. The youthful sense of curiosity and passion he conveys is sincere and draws the reader into his individual mindset. The writer goes on to describe the evolution of his hobby, which becomes a vocation after he earns some publishing credits and enrolls in a BFA program. Goals: graduate school is, of course, a means to an end, and admissions committees prefer students who know where they're going and to what use they'll put their education, though the occasional soul searcher, who may exhibit exceptional raw potential, is welcomed. For many people, the long-term goal is to work in academia, and to differentiate yourself in such cases, you can stress more specific objectives such as your research interests. See the following section. Other degrees can lead to work outside the academic setting. This applicant describes his reasons for pursuing a degree in public policy. Providing health care to 44 million uninsured Americans, while keeping insurance affordable, is one of the most difficult challenges facing policymakers. I want to work in state or local government to resolve this healthcare crisis and ensure that the disadvantaged get the care they need and deserve. Rather than offering a cliched sentiment about wanting to help people or change society, he identifies a specific issue and explains the origin and evolution of his interest. Research interests. Read the instructions carefully. Sometimes schools will ask for a statement of purpose describing your specific research interests in lieu of, or in addition to, a personal statement that emphasizes your character and qualities. For these types of essays, you can assume that a faculty member will be reading your statement, but it should still be accessible enough for a non-specialist to understand. Remember that such essays should also still aim to engage the reader, in a way that conveys your own enthusiasm for the subject matter. This applicant demonstrates the depth of her knowledge about her subject. To engage the reader, she identifies specific problems that she hopes to investigate. My junior year and private studies of Anglo-Saxon language and literature have caused me to consider the question of where the divisions between folklore, folk literature, and high literature lie. Should I attend your school, I would like to resume my studies of Anglo-Saxon poetry, with special attention to its folk elements. The essay is not scholarly, but it offers a glimpse of her intellectual character and proves the maturity of her goals. Hence, the applicant answered the main, "Why attend graduate school?" question. Addressing the school. While professional schools tend to have similar curricula, the differences between graduate programs abound. The highest-ranked institution in your basic subject might not be strong in the particular areas that you want to pursue. Moreover, graduate school involves more direct faculty relationships, so you want to evaluate your potential mentors carefully. You should do this research for your own sake, of course, but discussing your discoveries in your personal statement can help convince the admissions committee that you are a good fit. Avoid mistakes like discussing the school's rank or prestige, or simply offering generic praise. Instead, Mention faculty members by name and indicate some knowledge of their work. Consider contacting faculty members first and discussing their current research projects and your interest in studying under them. Then refer to these contacts in your essay. This applicant demonstrates a carefully considered interest in the school's program in paragraphs 7 and 8. She explains, for example, that this particular university's cross-disciplinary focus holds a specific appeal for her. Additionally, she reveals an in-depth understanding of the work of one of the school's faculty members, mentioning Akhil Gupta by name and expounding upon Dr. Gupta's influence upon her own work. Similarly, this applicant, after describing how her laboratory experience has led to a heightened interest in neurological diseases and their underlying causes, demonstrates in detail how Mount Sinai's PhD program is an excellent fit for her. She is clearly familiar with Mount Sinai's faculty, which includes many experts in her field of interest, several of whom she mentions by name. Note, however, that mentioning several professors is not as effective as describing one in further depth. The previous applicant left no doubt that she knew Dr. Gupta's work well, while it's not clear that this applicant did anything more than superficially research the areas of specialization of 4 professors. We hope that this guide with "Why I Want to Go to Graduate School" essay samples was useful for you. But if you still have some questions, our editors are always ready to provide a helping hand. End of article. Remember the promo code and get help with editing and proofreading documents with essayedge.com. Bye.